Okay, hello everybody. Just a quick one on the Southport one still. We're still being lied to. Facts are still being hidden from us, and I know this for a fact. First of all, you need knowledge of Islam and Muslims to understand exactly how they're hiding these things from us. We know that this young man is attending a mosque in prison. There are even reports that upon his arrest, he asked the police if Allah would be pleased with what he'd done. And there are other reports as well signifying, that this young man was a Muslim, the Al Qaeda training manual for a start. Um, Now, the problem with this is that no one, and I mean absolutely no one, can be a Muslim until they recite the Shahada. Okay, this is a simple statement of faith that all Muslims have to stay, and then they are a Muslim. Okay, and as I say, you're not a Muslim until you recite this, and it needs to be recited in Arabic. Okay, you need to recite it in Arabic, and then you are then whoever obviously you need an Arabic speaker to do this if you don't speak Arabic. For instance, I don't speak Arabic, so if I was going to say the Shahada, I would need somebody who knows Arabic to say the Arabic words first, and then I would repeat them after them. Okay, now I know it briefly. It's ili ah ili la ili la lu la Muhammad Rasahu, something along those lines, and it basically means something along the lines of there is no God but Mr. Allah is the only God, and Muhammad is his child molesting messenger. And of course, it's not exactly those words either. I've added a few to them, to make it more truthful. But that's the general gist of it. But basically, as I say, if you're a non-Arabic speaker like Axel Rudy Kibana was, I'm pretty certain that young man couldn't speak a word of Arabic, less than what I can. I can speak several, I know for a fact that would mean he would need someone who can speak Arabic to recite the Shahada first, word by word, and then he repeats it, and then they translate it for him again, getting him to repeat it in English. Now, of course, it doesn't end there. Okay, as a Muslim, to become a full Muzzi doesn't end there just by saying the Shahada, because you now also, as a non-Arabic speaker, have one more problem, and that is praying. You must pray in Arabic. If you do not pray in Arabic, Mr. Allah, the Arabic God, will not accept your prayers. It's in the Quran. It must be, your prayers must be said in Arabic. Okay? Because the limited God, Mr. Allah, will not accept them unless they're said in Arabic. This, of course, means as a non speaking Arab man like Alex Rudy Kibani, after saying your Shahada, you would need regular lessons or regular attendances at a mosque in order to learn the Arabic prayers, which you must recite 5 times a day, every day in Arabic. You see the problem here, folks. Alex Rudy Kibani, as I say, we all know, was a Muzzy. He's attended mosque in prison. He's talked about Alu Ali Akibar. He's had an Al Qaeda training manual. This is the things we know about him that have been revealed about him. I believe he also had a Quran, which they're not telling us about for obvious reasons. And I believe he also had a prayer mat, which they're not telling us about for obvious reasons. But as I say, just from the fact of him attending a mosque, he would have needed to say the Shahada, and he would need to start reciting prayers in Arabic. This requires an Arabic teacher and attendance at a mosque. So Alex Rudy Kibani was attending a mosque, more than likely one of the local mosques, and even more than likely, maybe the one that was attacked that night. Who knows? They haven't told us, so we don't know. One thing I do know is they will know, because obviously they would have got his contacts. They would have downloaded his contacts from his phone and from his computer, which we know they've already accessed. And of course, that would have contacts in there for who he was, speaking with, people he was in contact with just before carrying out this atrocity. And they would have also looked into those people. I guarantee everyone, at least one of those people was an Arab speaking Muslim. Okay, so that's it, really, folks. That's all I wanted to leave. The proof, beyond proof, that this man was definitely a Muslim, and they're also still hiding things from you by not telling you the full truth and the full facts, because they want to, they want to cover this up as much as they possibly can, that it is not another Islamic terrorist attack. Following on from the past 37 years of Islamic terror attacks, because they know this is now getting to be a huge problem within the UK. Of course, how they're going to carry on covering up future attacks, because they're not going to stop, this is what is really intriguing me, because now they've set this precedent, they need to continue it going forward. Every other single Islamic attack, they need to cover it up. They need to hide it. They need to stop it, that it's not an Islamic attack. That's going to be interesting to see how they can actually manage to do that. But as I say, I mean, the fact that they've still done it with this one is mind-boggling to myself. As I say, anyone who knows Islam, anyone who knows Muslims, knows. I mean, I knew straight away, that this was definitely a Muslim Islamic attack. I didn't need anyone to say it for me. I knew it. There's only one group that does, what that particular man did. Other than, of course, the fact that you're completely psychotic and completely Looney Tunes. And in this particular case, although that's what they're trying to portray the young man as, this young man wasn't. He was a Muslim. He was a radicalized Muslim. He was radicalized in a mosque. He had a Quran. He had a prayer mat. And he was being trained Islamically. As I say, in order to even just to say the Shahada and to learn the prayers in Arabic, which, as I say, you must recite them in Arabic. You need a teacher to do that. And I also believe whoever that particular teacher was also teaching him other things, like how to go to dance classes for up with little children. And again, as I say, this is being hidden from us. Why, I don't know, because of course it means there's still someone out there who made this person do what he did, and that person is still walking free, of course. Um, so yeah, there we go. God bless you all. Peace of Christ to you all. Start learning Islam and Muslims, folks, and Islam history. You'll certainly understand a lot more about the threat that's on your doorstep than you will by listening to our biased, racist leaders who are only in favour of protecting the killers and the attackers. God bless. Peace of Christ.